Today we're going to talk about makeup, which is why I'm not wearing any at all. I have extremely sensitive skin. Like, using makeup, to me, because of how sensitive my skin is, just means I'm gonna have a breakout. I'm gonna have irritation. I might even end up with a rash. I frequently do searches online to see what other people are using who have sensitive skin. During one of these searches, a brand called Mineralogie popped up.
Wow.
When they offered to send me some, I was thrilled. And that's what we're looking at today. There was a whole process involved in matching my skin tone. But what I was excited to see is this process is very accessible to anybody. They have these little $5 samples of their loose mineral foundation. The colors I got were medium, putty, light, and cashmere. None of them were an exact match for me. A lot of people mix the powders to get the colors that work with their tone. Okay, cool. I thought I had nailed it. But when I came walking out of my bedroom wearing a full face of it, excited to take a picture and send to the brand and be like, hey, I figured it out. Half cashmere, half light. Look how awesome I look. My 11-year-old son, who is completely colorblind, looked at me and literally I went,
Mom, why are you wearing clown makeup like a mime?
he can't see color, but he can see tone. I actually sat him down with the powders and told him, can you mix these to figure out what matches my skin? What he came up with was an exact mix of putty, light, and cashmere. My big container of foundation is a 3-way mix. But yeah, again, for $5, you can pick these up, find your perfect match, and then you can order the big one. So today we're gonna do my makeup using nothing but Mineralogie. This is my before. I do have the crow's feet. You can see the darker coloring around my eyes. I have my calcium bumps. As far as these go, I did see that the brand makes a purple color correction concealer that's literally meant to address yellow areas. And I think I'm gonna pick some of that up like myself. I'm gonna buy some later, but I didn't think about that in time to make this video. So we're gonna try just their cream concealer today and see how it does covering that. I also have large pores. I have some fine lines too. You can see them right there. I also have a scar right here. But yeah, I mean, I'm 40. This is me. You get what you get. Because I'm a mom, I tend to not have a lot of time to do makeup, yet I tend to have an overwhelming number of products. We're gonna try to do as much of a full face as possible using as few products as possible. Let's start with our foundation. In the past, I've used a cream foundation and I end up going over it with concealer and then using a setting powder to kind of blend it all together. But today, because we're minimizing, I'm gonna try to use the concealer first. So see if it'll help fill in some of these pores, some of the discoloration, cover my bumps here. Let's see what it can do. Mineralogie, it's N2. Ooh, it's really rich. Blending out. Ooh, it's got a real creamy base. Holy crap, I put way too much on. Look. I'll use less this time. Put a little extra on my eye bumps. Probably the number one thing I get DM'd about from followers is my eye bumps. Yes, I'm aware that it is a side effect of several concerning medical conditions. I have been tested for literally everything and it's all come back negative. So don't worry, I'm okay. In my case, it seems to be genetic. I just can't afford to have them removed. Maybe someday. I have a little breakout right there, so I'm gonna cover that too. Try to fill in a bit of the pores. For the record, I'm gonna use way less of this in the future. It's very thick, very thick. I didn't realize it spreads so far though. I'm very, very concealed. I am not a loose mineral foundation user. So this is new to me. Take it, tap it a few times just to get a little bit into the lid. And then you want to use the lid. So just so you can see, A little powder in there. I have this pretty brush that they gave me. It's super soft, very fluffy. Got the powder and a dapple it on and then blend. So at this point, I'm actually very happy with how even it's made my skin look, but it's a very, very light coverage. So I'm gonna tap out a little bit more. Let's do another coat. Okay, so second coat later, I went back and just kind of brushed downward so that way that just everybody has little fuzzy peach fuzz hairs on your face, and I just kind of wanted my peach fuzz to go in the right direction. But I really like that. Look how even it looks, and it still kind of glows. And I'll be honest, it's so light. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. Usually with the liquid foundation, it feels like I have face paint on. I always jokingly call it my war paint. But I honestly don't feel like I'm wearing anything, which is kind of crazy. Next up, we're gonna do my eyes. Mineralogie makes a compact. It's the Quad Pressed Eyeshadow Compact, and you can pick the colors you want to put in it. You can buy them separately. When one runs out, you can replace just that one. I'm going to pop this open to show you guys what's in there. I'm going to put the colors up on the screen, the names of the colors that I'm using, but that's so you can see what they look like. And I'll put the names up there for you. I'm going to start with kind of a neutral base color. I have kind of sagging eyes, so I like to use a brighter color for my base. It helps open my eyes a bit. My taupey brown color right here. I like to put this one right here along the bottom and above the crease. When you have mature eyes, emphasizing the darkness of the crease kind of makes your eyes look deeper and saggier. So I try to actually put color above it, not in it. And then I get a little more of that beige and I kind of blend them in. So the crease will get a little color in it, but it's not going to focus the color in the crease, if that makes sense. And this is our more shimmery highlighter color. So it kind of makes the areas you want to pop stand out a little more if you use that on the inside of the eye and of the brow. So again, nothing dramatic, but you can already see the difference between the two eyes. Let me do the other side and then we'll line them. Now you guys know I like to wear color, so I like to keep my makeup kind of neutral. Once in a while I'll do a little pop just for fun, but mostly keep it neutral because everything else I wear is usually pretty crazy. You know what, I'm going to dot a little highlighter on the lid too, just a dot in the middle. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm going to switch to a liner brush. And I have it wet actually with water over here. And I'm going to use it to line using the darker color. So this color here. You're using a color for a liner, you really want to get your brush in there. If you don't really coat the whole liner brush, you're not going to get enough for an actual line. Now, when I'm doing liner, whether it's pencil or powder, I prefer powder just because it's a little more forgiving. But when you have mature eyes like I do, where they kind of are starting to lose their elasticity, what I have learned is that if you kind of bring it up a little, like on the outer edge, it kind of helps to open your eyes. It thickens up right there. See the difference in the two eyes? I only line the top and I always get a little thicker on the outer edge. I will tight line, which means the water line on inside the eyelid here, the bottom in white to help open it. But for dark colors, those stay on the top lid only because that helps lift everything up. I'm going to do the other eye now. So this is me with my liner. The color is gorgeous. Now we're going to put on some mascara. And I already curled my lashes with one of these little doohickeys. My lashes are literally transparent, which is normal for blonde hair. My lashes are also extremely fine, very thin, and they're extremely short. And because of those factors, even looking at me right now on camera, in pictures, I'm sure in person, it looks like I don't have lashes. I need something that is thickening and lengthening lash fusion mascara. This is the black. They also have it in brown and a really pretty blue. On blondes, black looks very dramatic. I really like how it stands out, makes my eyes pop, so I love black. But I like to use brown when I want to look more casual, like I'm not wearing makeup, you know, a more natural look. And the blue just makes me incredibly happy because I was a teenager of the, 90s. It's on my wish list. But for today, we are doing lash fusion. We are doing black. Dude, you guys, I'm only one coat in and look at that. Can you see that compared to my other eye? That's insane. Yeah, this won't look crazy at all on film. I have lashes, you guys. Their brush is awesome. It's actually got some grab to it, and it's small enough that you can get these outer edges like easy. I don't feel like I'm gonna stab myself in the eye, and I am 100% the person who would stab themselves in the eye. Yeah, all I did is put it on there, wiggle it out, and it's like watching my lashes grow. Now I'm only doing the top lashes, and then I do just the outer edge of the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. Fresh dip. And for those of you who know, don't pump your mascara. It just pushes air into it and makes it dry out faster and get clumpy. I'm gonna go for the second coat now. It is official. This is my new favorite mascara. The formula is a little thicker than what I'm used to, but I can totally see the benefit to it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my lashes feel crazy longer and thicker than I have ever seen them. God, that looks amazing. All right, let's finish this look up. I got a lip product that also works on the cheek. Hint Tint Stick, and the color is Flirt. Looks like a giant lipstick. You see that? Really pretty. I hope this picks up on camera. It's really pretty and shimmery. I feel glowy. Now we're gonna use the same stuff on the lips, but first I'm gonna line my lips. This is Heather Pink. Good coverage. I usually line my lips fully with lip liner to make lipsticks really stick, and then I set it with setting powder, but in this case I'm gonna use the Loose Mineral Foundation. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take another brush with a bit of that powder and just kind of go around the edge. When I have any kind of cream lip color, like a lipstick, or in this case a tint stick, I like to make sure it stays where I put it. So I like to trace around the edge extra, and then I'll just kind of blend it out so I don't have a line. So now I've got the base for my lip color. Let's go back to the tint stick. Ooh, I love that. The very last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my shadow palette, and I'm gonna highlight a little, including on the lip, because that's what I do. So I'm using that highlighter color just in the middle. Give it a little pop. Tip of the nose, top of the cheeks, and there we go. Another trick, if you wear glasses, take your foundation. Your glasses, where they sit on your nose, put a little bit of foundation there. Just a tiny bit. It will keep it from taking the foundation off your face. Final look. When I tested the samples, I did not have any reaction whatsoever. It was the first time in my entire life that I did not have a reaction to a makeup. Not only do I have that foundation on now, but I'm wearing also the concealer, also the mascara, also the lip tint, also the lip liner. But first impression is, I love it. This is definitely going to be my new day-to-day makeup. I'll be posting some side-by-side pictures so you guys can see a before and an after. So this is me before and after. God, it looks like totally different skin. Amazing. Love it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments. If you have any comments about the beautiful nails that my 7-year-old picked out, make sure you mention that too. You will make her day. And yeah, I'll put a link to Mineralogie's website because that's where I'm going to be shopping moving forward. If they do end up giving me any kind of referral link down the line, or if I find out there's any kind of referral program, I'll definitely put that on there. But you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I love you. Bye. Welcome.